The developments in Gaza remain sobering, a human catastrophe and its immense personal toll that continues to unfold before the eyes of the international community, and a conflict that grinds on without a clear end in sight.
Today looks on in horror as the situation in the occupied Palestinian territories continues to deteriorate to a level not seen in recent history. Over 22 months into hostilities, Gaza is sinking deeper in disaster, marked by rapidly mounting civilian casualties, mass displacement, and now famine. The hostages held by Hamas and other Palestinian armed groups continue to languish in appalling conditions. On my recent visit to Gaza, I was stunned at the scale of the destruction and suffering.
With famine confirmed in Gaza by a UN-backed collection of agencies and NGOs, concerns that despite an uptick in aid deliveries getting into the enclave, it's simply not at scale. Amid continued conflict that places the lives of humanitarian workers, journalists and other civilians at risk, and numbers that surely must give pause.
Over 500,000 people currently face starvation, destitution, and death. By the end of September, that number could exceed 640,000. Approximately 1 million people are in emergency IPC phase 4, and over 390,000 are in crisis IPC phase 3. Virtually no one in Gaza is untouched by hunger. At least 132,000 children under the age of 5 are expected to suffer from acute malnutrition between now and mid-2026. The number of those at risk of death among them has now tripled to over 43,000. For pregnant and breastfeeding women, that number is predicted to surge from 17,000 to 55,000.
Be accountability for all crimes committed.
The CEO of NGO Save the Children told the council that the famine in Gaza was engineered, predicted and man-made, calling the starvation in the enclave a method of war.
Civil clinics in Gaza are overwhelmed by need, every bench packed with malnourished children and their mothers. Yet our clinics are almost silent now. Children do not have the strength to speak or even cry out in agony. They lie there, emaciated, quite literally wasting away. Their tiny bodies overcome by hunger and disease. The medical and specialized nutrition supplies they need all but used up. Without these, malnourished children will die. A few kilometers away stand ready a sea of supplies. Thousands upon thousands of truckloads of life-saving items, all blocked.
Israel has signaled the war will only end when Hamas is defeated and all the hostages are home. 20 of the 50 in captivity still thought to be alive, held in horrific conditions for 689 days and counting. Ilana Grudzuski was released after 55 days in captivity. Her partner Matan Zangauka still held by Hamas.
Away my humanity, piece by piece. Each time they moved me, telling me I was going to my way home. They were ready to keep us alive, only to explode us even more. I spent entire days starving and hungry. Every little thing I ate couldn't keep it down. I felt that I don't have not strength left to fight. I did not know if it was day or night, if I was going to survive or die. And these were the moments when I developed deep post-trauma, the feeling that you can feel safe, that my life isn't mine, that my body is disconnected from my soul.
As domestic pressure in Israel and internationally continues to build towards a permanent ceasefire. President Donald Trump will host a meeting on Gaza at the White House Wednesday to discuss what his special envoy Steve Witkoff referred to as a comprehensive plan that the administration was putting together for the post-war management of Gaza. Witkoff also said that they were going to settle this conflict one way or another, certainly before the end of the year, giving us a timeline of Washington's thinking just more than a month away from the 2-year anniversary of Hamas's October 7th attack. Sherwin Riceby's SABC News, New York.